You're listening to the Peace with Anxiety podcast. I am your host, 𝐈𝐦𝐩𝐸𝐬, anxiety counselor and clinical hypnotherapist. I'll be coming to you every week to share actionable tips, simple strategies, and useful resources to help you break free from high-functioning anxiety. We'll be covering how to recognize and understand your anxiety, strategies to change your thoughts and feelings, and ways to implement long-lasting change. If you're trying to overcome people-pleasing behaviors, navigate anxiety, living in self-doubt, or something else keeping you stuck, then you are in the right place. I know that you're ready to get to the next level of your life, feeling free, calm, confident, and in control. So let's get started. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Peace with Anxiety podcast. My name is Irene, and I am an anxiety counselor and identity therapist, and I have my brand new Peace with Anxiety program where I am teaching high-achieving women like you how to overcome overwhelming anxiety naturally and how to start feeling calm, confident, and grounded in their lives. So today we are going to be doing a meditation for grief. And last week we talked about grief and anxiety, and I offered you a few ways to cope with grief while having anxiety. And because I understand that many of you have experienced a loss or a tragedy, and you're now working through your grief. So I thought that I would do meditation for you, and specifically for grief. And I also want to give you a friendly reminder that if you're going through something very specific and very challenging, you can always reach out to me. I do private sessions, whether you're looking for counseling or rapid transformational therapy, and I also create custom meditations. So if you're really working through something and would like some personal help with that, I would be happy to help you through it with kind of talking through it and working on how to use inner work to help get those results you're looking for and help work through some of this pain. So let's get ahead and find a comfortable position and just take a moment to settle in. Make sure distractions are turned off, and like we said last week, grief is a deeply personal experience, and in this meditation we'll practice being mindful of those emotions, giving them the space to be seen and acknowledged without judgment. So don't be surprised if you find yourself becoming emotional during this meditation. And just know that grief doesn't have a timeline, and there is no right way to grieve. So it's okay to take all the time you need and to feel all the emotions that arise in a safe and supportive space. So let's take a few moments to center ourselves. With each inhale, bring your awareness to the present. Notice the sensation of the breath entering your body. And And as you exhale, release any heaviness or tightness you might be holding. And simply allow yourself to be here right now. So inhale, completely filling up with air, and exhaling, releasing that air back out. And as you continue to breathe, allow your breath to become deep and steady. And start to notice any feelings that are present in your body. You might feel sadness, a sense of loss, or perhaps a tightness in your chest. You might feel anger, confusion, or even a sense of numbness. Whatever you're feeling, simply notice it. And when you're ready, slowly try to soften the areas where you're physically holding on to that pain and grief. Now begin to feel that tension soften a little bit. And start to be present with what you're feeling right now in this moment. With each breath, allow yourself to feel whatever is there. And breathe out, letting go of any resistance to the feelings that arise. Just know that there is no right or wrong way to feel. Only the experience of being present with whatever is here in this moment. And for times of grief, it can be helpful to allow what's there to be there, and to open into a space of wonder and compassion. And you may be asking, how do I allow what's there to be there when I feel very challenged by something? Well, all you can do sometimes is to simply wait it out. To simply be with our actual feelings as they happen. To experience them in the body and to allow them to flow. Oftentimes, that means allowing yourself to cry, to talk to a friend, and to allow yourself to grieve. To let in all the complex emotions that want to present themselves in a safe, protected place with loving people by your side. And it can be very healing to allow yourself to not be okay, to fall apart. But knowing that you have the courage and strength to eventually pick yourself up. To know that all you have to do now is to feel your feelings with mindfulness and self-compassion over and over, breath by breath. There is no way to know when grief will end, but with a caring presence, it will. And as you know, grief has its own way of unfolding. No one can plan it, and no one can get rid of it. But sooner or later, it can feel appropriate to want to let go, to release those heavy feelings. But for now, just feel. Give yourself permission to feel the grief and to be human. And just experience what is coming up. And know that being a friend to yourself will give you the strength you need to come back to process your grief. So just be present with whatever arises and allow yourself to feel. Now take your hands over your heart and feel your heartbeat while giving yourself permission to feel however you want to feel. And take a moment to honor yourself for the courage it takes to sit with your grief, to notice and feel your feelings. And now inhale, breathe into the nose, and exhale, sign out the mouth, releasing that grief and pain. And let's do this 2 more times. Breathe in and breathe out. Take another deep breath in and breathe out. And know that whatever you do today is enough, and you're not alone in your grief. So thank you for your courage to be with your grief today. And know that if you are really struggling right now and you want some extra help, feel free to reach out to me. If you need help, I'm happy to support you. Until next week, take care and be kind to yourself. Thank you for listening to the Peace with Anxiety podcast. If you found any value in today, I would really appreciate if you would leave me a review and share this episode on your Instagram story, tagging me at Irene, the Anxiety Therapist. Also make sure you subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss an episode. All the links are found below in the show notes. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.